Hi guys! So today we're just going to be talking about our latest subscriber milestone. As most of you will already know, I have just hit 10,000 subscribers as of Friday. So yeah, we're just going to be talking about anything and everything, answering questions, doing all the usual stuff. And yeah. Hi Ben! First in, first. You know, you should get an award for that. You're always first. But I did tip you off what time this was going to start. No one else really knew. Hi Callum. I actually don't remember where I had a super sprint car. I know you asked me that earlier in the week. I know I saw them. I think there might have been one on Paynton Pier when it was owned by the Mitchells, but I don't really remember where else there was one. Yeah, so basically we're just going to be talking about the channel as a whole and reassessing possibly what direction we want to take the channel in the coming weeks and months. So basically I just want people to tell me what you enjoy about the channel. I know most people are here pretty much for the kiddie rides, the amusement arcade machines, and probably the Retro Kids TV shows, I think, are the most popular videos. Yeah, so I just want to welcome all of our subscribers, old and new. Last time I did one of these, we were on 4,500. Now we're on almost 10,500. So I'm hoping some of the new subscribers will join us tonight. Going back to the questions, Ben asks, have I heard of the Shiny Show? I've heard of it, and I can't think what it is, so I'm already showing my ignorance. I didn't ever find out when the Astrojet was released, Callum. I promise the first time that I find something about Astrojets, you will be the first to know. I do need to do more work on the Kiddie Ride website. Unfortunately, all my time recently has been going on YouTube, which is, it's a good thing and a bad thing, because obviously I love my YouTube, I love the community around it, I love all of my subscribers, but I haven't had much time to work on the History of Coin Operated Rides website because everything's been about putting the videos on YouTube. So yeah, obviously, was it only Filey that had an Astrojet? There was one somewhere else. I think I posted the photograph on the Facebook page, which I'm pretty sure you commented on. And it was somewhere in Norfolk, possibly Hemsby, but I can't really remember where it was, because we went so many places that weekend. It could have been, I think it was probably Hemsby, unless it was California Cliffs. A quiz show on CBeebies which featured 3 puppet characters. I do remember it, but I don't remember it well enough to comment on whether I watched it all the time or if I just watched a couple of episodes. The Shiny Show, it's such a familiar name to me, but I can't think when and where I've seen it. Yeah, so basically I don't really know what I'm going to do with this hour. We're at 8 minutes past 8 now. I'm here until 9 PM, so we'll just see who joins the stream, who wants to chat and ask questions, and who just wants to, you know. Hi, Jack. Oh, we've got 3 people in the chat now, so you know, I'm not completely alone tonight, because I know I kind of threw this out there at everybody. No one really knew that I was going to be streaming tonight, so yeah. There's an official channel of The Shiny Show where you can see full episodes, says Ben. Well, I'll have to look that up then, because I know the name, but I can't remember the show well enough. What other rides were in Filey? Well, there was a Rondina helicopter, as you know, Callum. There was a Whittaker Brothers swing boat. I'm trying to remember what else was there. There was a Rollite veteran car. And then there was the arcade, which had a Whittaker Brothers Santa Fe Sam, Kogan Pony Express. There was 3 or 4 rides outside the arcade, but I can't remember what the other 2 were. I know when we went there the last time, they got a double pony from SB Machines. No, I definitely won't be showing any clips of the Shiny show on my channel if they've got an official channel, because that was the mistake that I made with Spider, because although BBC were all right with me uploading an episode of it, it turned out that they'd sold the rights on YouTube to a different company who'd got it on their own channel. So I won't be making that mistake again. I definitely don't want to lose this channel. That was one of the things I've been thinking about, because I really don't want to lose this channel at this point. So I'm thinking I might. I kind of don't want to move away from putting the kids' TV shows and adverts on here, but on the other hand, I'm always scared of getting the copyright strike. Even though when I upload it, all the shows that I upload, it says it's okay to upload at the time. If copyright rules change, and especially with Article 13 flying around, I'm always worried that the kiddie ride videos and amusement arcade videos and all the things that are legitimately completely my own material are going to end up getting deleted or something. But Callum asks, what did shopping centres have in the early 90s for rides? Well, all kinds of things. I think it was mainly R.G. Mitchell stuff. Although, having said that, I remember Uxbridge having I remember them having a Bellfruit Noddy, and in Hounslow, I remember there being OMC Postman Pat, which were two of our local shopping centres. I don't know who was citing the rides. Probably Northern Leisure thinking about it. But Ben says he saw the other day that I uploaded an advert of Fisher-Price Rolly Motoy. Yeah, that was one of my most popular retro TV advert uploads. I think it's had over 600 views now. People definitely like the thimbles on this channel. Article 13 won't happen until 2021. I know it's still 2 years away, but I'm just trying to prepare for it. I'm hoping, fingers crossed. One good thing that Brexit will do for us, don't want to get into politics, but if we get out of the EU, then hopefully Article 13 won't affect us. So, oh dear. Jack got 2 copyright strikes on his channel, so he can't stream for 90 days. I'm kind of torn, because I understand copyright. I understand it's bad for us to make it's bad for us to make money out of other people's stuff, but so many times videos get uploaded on YouTube that aren't even monetized. And like in Jack's case, I'm pretty sure. I mean, maybe I'm speaking out of without knowing, but I'm pretty sure Jack's channel isn't monetized. So why did he have to get 2 strikes? Because it's not like he was getting any money out of it. So that's really, that's the one thing I don't like about copyright on these channels, because actually it's kind of like yeah, it's strange. It's strange. And yet other people get away with uploading whole TV series and monetizing them, naming no names, and no one ever does a thing about it. Callum asks, other than Tesco, who had the Skyrider? I don't think I actually remember them being operated at shops other than Tesco. I remember them outside arcades and things, but they were obviously owned by the arcades, so yeah. I think basically what I hoped to get out of this stream, I hope that more of our subscribers would come in either live or possibly on the playback afterwards and say what they would like to see on the channel in the weeks and months to come, because obviously we've got quite a regular schedule. We upload the same kind of videos every day of the week, so, but I'd just be interested to know if anybody, had any other ideas for new series or things they'd like to see that obviously they've got to be family friendly, but apart from that, I'm open to new ideas. I've still got lots of material on all of our series, I've still got lots. I've just been up to Lancashire, so we've got another 21 kiddie ride videos from that trip to upload. So there's still lots in the bag to upload on here, but just like to know basically get some feedback, because I think 10,000 is a good time to reassess. What's my favourite Disney Winnie the Pooh film? This is terrible. My brain is just going blank. I had one on VHS tape when I was a kid, and I can't remember. There was a really sad song in it that I sang all the time. It was like an earworm that got stuck in my head, and yet I can't remember what the song was. I think Pooh was sitting in a tree, and he was feeling lonely or something. And I can't remember what film it was. I'm still working my way through all the Disney films, but I'm still only up to about 1975. So I need to, yeah, blankety blank. That's exactly what my brain's doing. Completely blank. Yeah. Callum wants a picture of the Norfolk Astrojet. Well, I can't upload that. Rain, 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 come down, down, down. That sounds. I've watched that. But I don't think it was that one. Gosh, the song is on the tip of my tongue, and I can't think what it was. I think he was sad because he'd lost. I feel like it was sad because he'd lost Christopher Robin, and he just wanted to go home or something. I don't know, but it's possibly I might be mixing up two films. And Heffalumps and yes, I love Heffalumps and Woozles. Yeah, God, that's taken me back. Just I think Tigger's song was my probably my favourite song. Hello, Harry. Sorry, I should have told you that we were streaming. You've arrived 16 minutes in. You're late to the party. Hope you're feeling better now. Not really saying anything. Oh, hello. We're getting some new people in here. I think I know who Showjumper05 is. Is it Joseph? I might not know. I might not know your YouTube name. So if I'm wrong, if I've got the name wrong, yeah. Well, you can always watch it on the playback later, can't you, Harry? So it's what colour was Astrojets other than red? I only ever saw red Astrojets. I never saw it in any other colour. I think I've seen them repainted in orange on roundabouts, but there we are. We've actually got one of my other friends in the live stream for once. I've never seen you arrive live on a stream before, so I'm pleased to see you. Rather boring, I'm afraid. We're not really talking about much except what to do with, what to do with the channel in the near future, because we want to. I keep saying the same thing, but I think 10,000 is, it's a good time to reassess, what parts of the channel people enjoy. And, I'm thinking of giving up the Pet Rescue Saga walkthrough videos, because I don't think enough people are interested in those, to be honest. Although having said that, I'm getting up to a point where less other Pet Rescue Saga channels have covered these levels. So I don't know if it's worth continuing, at least up to level 1,000 or something. Yes, I'm doing okay my end, Joe. I hope you're well as well, because I know I haven't written to you for a couple of days. So, what rides did Indoor Markets have or Index Catalogue Shop have? Callum asks. Index always had Whittaker Brothers rides. Having said that, I remember them having a 4-track, so I lie. I remember Index initially, when I was a very young child, always having. I remember them having an old Toby tug, and can't remember what else. Ben says a heffalump or woozle is very confusing. I want to sing along now, but my voice is not. It's not in the best place tonight. Have I ever seen a Pip Ahoy boat ride before? Yes, I've seen a couple of them. I've seen one in Morrison's. I can't remember what branch of Morrison's it is now. It wasn't one of our local ones, and I've also seen one at Southend Adventure Island, which I have filmed, so the film should be on here somewhere. Harry says he tends to enjoy the arcade videos on a Saturday. Something he admires more than kiddie rides, but he likes them too on a Monday. I'm laughing at the lyrics of Heffalump or Woozle now, and I'm just feeling too shy to sing. Callum says, who had the Sports Racer by RGM? Well, I know our local B&Q had one, and also Woolworths in Wembley had one. God, we used to have 3 or 4 of them actually within walking distance of where we live. And I can remember my mum pushing me in my pushchair, that's how young I was, to go and ride on the Sports Racer. Joe says he loved the video of the horse foal the other day. Well, I knew you'd love that one. That's why I told you it was going on there. Jack Hall says he doesn't like Pippa Hoy as it replaced Train. Well, actually, it's a lie to say I've never seen a Magic Roundabout Train. I saw one right back when it was first released, about 2000. Well, actually, I think I saw it in 2006, but so a year afterwards. But I saw one right back then, but I've never seen one since. It's one Magic Roundabout Train. There's one ride I still need to, you know, film for the channel. Hi, Jack Williams. Oh gosh, Ben's asking if I've seen any of Brian and Brianna's Bright Lunch continuity videos. Honestly, I haven't had a chance to watch anything. I've been terrible. I've not caught up with anybody's YouTube videos because it's all been working on these extra celebration videos, and also because I've been away in Lancashire, I didn't have any internet access for 5 days, so you'd never know because all the videos were scheduled in advance. But I was offline for 5 days, and that was tricky for me. Callum says, "What rides did Pound Stretcher have?" Well, yeah, there was. You're right. I can see where your line of thought's going, Callum. I know that there was a sports racer there, and there was also there was a Skyhawk there at the same time as the. Gosh, there used to be so many rides in Wembley near where we lived, and my mum used to push me there in my pushchair. And there were rides in Woolworths, Pound Stretcher. Well, we used to go to B&Q on the way there. Yeah, there used to be so many rides. I remember there was a little clothes shop that had a Mr. Blobby boat outside. There used to be so many rides in one place. You don't get them in high streets like that now. Joe says he must get to Ingold Mills this year to see the Memo Park horse. Yeah, well, there's 2 Memo Park horses because there's the even bigger one inside Fantasy Island, so don't miss that one. Hang on. Hi, Simpsons Clips 24. Ben says, have I heard of an online game called Bin Weevils? I have heard of it, but I've never played it. I've seen the adverts for it as well. They sometimes come up on my YouTube channel, but I don't know a lot about it. Jack says, Train is a lot better with video. He moves a lot faster. It nearly threw me off when I was riding him as he was going that fast. I wish so hard that I could see a Magic Roundabout Train somewhere. I'm going to have to ask Richard where there is one near me because I need to get one filmed for the channel. I've never seen the video option. I've only ever seen the standard one. Did I know Wilkinson used to have rides? Yes, I can remember our Wilkinson at Hounslow. Gosh, what rides did they used to have in Wilkinson? I remember them having Fetch the Vet, the first ever Fetch the Vet I saw. And yeah, shame. Because I'd love to go back in time now and film all those rides that I didn't film at the time. And thinking even more recently than that, I was at Tesco somewhere or other. I think it was up near Morecambe, and they had to fetch the vet there in 2011, and I never, I didn't film it. Oh well. Bin Weevils is set in a massive bin inhabited by weevils. Well, the name makes sense then. I'm gonna have to check that out, because I'm always seeing adverts for it. I just never have a chance to check these things out. Where had a Rondina helicopter in the northwest? Well, there were a few in Blackpool, and I think I've just realised there was one at Pleasureland Arcade in Morecambe. When I was up there, I recognised the inside of the arcade and realised that's where one of my childhood pictures was taken. Harry said he loves the Flush Force toilet flushies that I posted earlier, especially Series 2, with the crazy carnies, the carnival-themed ones. Yeah, I was really thrilled with them. I didn't expect them to be like funfair-themed. Jax Wilkinson's used to have Bear's Boat. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I think I saw Fun to Learn rides there, and I can't. It's crazy that Wilkinson's doesn't have rides anymore. Such a shame. Hi, Darren Marker fan. Is that how I pronounce your name? I'm getting some different people in here today. People I've not seen in our streams before. So, Joe says a lot of rides have gone from the high street these days. We'll have to find an in the night garden ride. You still get a few of them in the shopping centres, because Photo Me have still got a lot of sites, but yeah, shame. Simpsons clips, Morecambe. Backdrop second to none in the UK. Yeah, well, they've just got this new TV show filmed there, haven't they? The Bay or something. And I haven't watched it yet, but apparently it's all filmed around Morecambe, and I think they're hoping that it'll bring more tourism to the area. But I think, sadly, I don't want to be the depressing one, but it's a bit late for that. It's so sad to walk along Morecambe seafront, because I remember it being alive in the 90s, and Frontierland gone, and all the arcades all boarded up, and now all the cafes and all the hotels boarded up. It was very sad. Tesco's and Morrison's seem to have rides still. Yes, Tesco's have still got a contract with Photo Me and Northern Leisure site rides at Morrison's, so they should all have rides apart from obviously the smaller branches. According to a Google Maps image in probably 2008, there's an R.G. Mitchell NG Benji kiddie ride at Wilkinson's in Wakefield. I don't think then that kind of brought memory back, and I was like, did I see an NG Benji at Wilkinson's? But no, I think the first NG Benji I saw was at Toys R Us. I think it was the Brent Cross branch. Callum asks, did I ever see a Bolwell simulator ride? Yes, I saw at least two of them. I saw two different ones. But I don't know if I ever saw more of the same ones. Jack says Morrison's rides are better, as I think Jolly Roger rides are slow. Well, I don't like to take sides, but I must say Northern Leisure rides are my favourites as well, of the modern rides. Hello, VHS and DVD fan 2006. Joe says you don't see many Kogan or Falgas rides about now. Well, you don't really... To be honest, we're not importing as much of the Falgas stuff now, although I know World of Rides have just signed a distributor contract with them this past year, so hopefully we'll get some more Falgas rides over here. I think Crown Direct, who were importing the rides, have lost their contract with them, so probably a bit of a gap there. Have I heard of a kids show called Fingertips? No. I think the trouble is I'm that little bit too old that I don't remember the same shows as everyone else, and I'm feeling ancient now. VHS and DVD fan 2006 says my local Sainsbury's has a Bob the Builder kiddie ride. Yeah, Sainsbury's. Some of the Sainsbury's have got Photo Me rides, so that's Jolly Roger rides like Bob the Builder. Hi, DVD fan 2003. Simpsons Clips would like to chat to me one Sunday evening during the live stream, and we'll have to arrange that then. Asta has an Iggle Piggle Kitty ride. Well, Joe was asking where we could find one of them, so we need to know what branch of Asta. Asta's a bit odd because some branches have got Photo Me rides, and some branches have got Clear Hill rides. So the contract's kind of split between them. So sometimes you get Photo Me, Jolly Roger rides, and sometimes you get the kind of European imports, Falgas, Kogan, all those kinds of rides that Clear Hill bring into the country. Ben asks, did I know that Wilkinson's is now known as Wilco? Yes, I've noticed that. I don't know why they shorten the name. It's always a bit odd to me. I wondered if they'd changed hands or something, but yeah. And Jack Williams asks if he can also speak to me at some point. Oh, no. Hang on. He wants to talk to Simpsons clips. Sorry, I was getting excited there. Sorry. No one wants to talk to me. Harry was quite sad about Harbour Lights struggling to get stuff working. I remember being devastated about the puppet show on the day I went after it just reopened. Yeah, I went there and they were struggling to get their machines working, and it was a shame because obviously they're trying to get the arcade working again, and yeah, shame. Because it's such a shame they've had to get rid of a lot of their old machines, but I'm so pleased that they've managed to reopen and at least get back in some way. Hi Mayday. Afterburners is a strong, great machine, and when Jack goes on it, it always works. I must say, Northern Leisure rides are the best for not being faulty, and so many times I see out of order signs on the Clear Hill and Photo Me machines, but Northern Leisure keep their keep their rides going. Joe says it's great to see me looking happy. Hope I've had a great weekend. Well, I'm an actress after all, so you don't know whether I'm happy or not. No, I'm actually quite happy at the moment because it's I'm so pleased to have reached 10,000 subscribers because it's one of my New Year's resolutions, more than twice completed, because I only wanted 4,000 by the end of the year. So Jack says, sorry for going on about Afterburners again. There's no reason to apologise. It's your favourite ride. I could talk about Edwin Hall rides all day long, but Jockey Club rides. What's the Jockey Club ride? Hi Sammy. Ben says, did I see a Superstar comedy promo for an upcoming Easter special of Mayday 51's TV burp? I haven't. I haven't caught up with the YouTube channels. I need to. I've been trying. I've actually been. This is a terrible thing to say. I've been going through my all my subscriptions and getting rid of some of the people I've subscribed to who no longer upload stuff. Obviously none of you. I've just been getting rid of some. What I used to do was subscribe back to anyone who subscribed to me, and what happened was I didn't get to see everybody. I didn't get to see everybody's. I don't see everyone's videos coming up because I was just getting bogged down with people that, weren't uploading things of any interest. So hopefully, once I've got rid of all those smaller channels that, were just subscribing to me because of PJ Masks, I'm going to be. I'm going to keep, I'll be able to keep up with everybody's videos better. Thank you to Joe on his congratulations on 10,000 subscribers. Oh, Sammy says his birthday's tomorrow, which is unfortunately a Monday. Have you broken up for the holidays? I thought the Easter holidays were this week. So maybe not all schools. I know my nephews and nieces have broken up for Easter already, but that's down in London. So let's see if we can try and get Mayday 10,000 subscribers. Well, Mayday definitely deserves 10,000 subscribers because I always love the videos on that channel. So much effort goes into them. Harry was buzzing that I went past Preston where he lives the other day. He could have met me somewhere. Perhaps in future that'll happen. Well, hopefully, Harry, you're going to come down to London and we can meet in the summer at some point. I always love to meet up with YouTubers. What helicopter ride was it outside a local supermarket? Oh, there was one. There was an RG Mitchell helicopter outside. Was it Costcutter or was it Budgeons? I don't even remember. It was one of the smaller supermarkets. Then what can Mayday do to celebrate? Well, I don't know. I'd love to have ideas for myself. I always just upload extra videos because I can never think of anything particularly special to do. Simpsons clips knows I watched Mayday's interview with him. Yes, I commented about liking Doctor Who, didn't I? I do. I've watched every episode of Doctor Who apart from one that I couldn't find online. So, but that was right back in like series 5 or something. Well, it was Doctor number 5. It wasn't series 5. Hang on, I'm getting bogged down with questions now. Everyone's arriving at once. What do I think of the Disney Channel show Even Stevens? I've never seen it. There you go. That's there I go again. I'm completely out of the loop, aren't I? Oh, everybody's breaking up from school this Friday coming. Well, that's odd. So hang on. Does that mean you go back? Yeah, you get 2 weeks off. So I don't know. The kids in London break up a week early and go back a week afterwards. How odd. What's my favourite video from Mayday? Well, probably that blankety blank one that I commented on. I really enjoyed that. What was the RGM helicopter near me like? Well, it was kind of silvery blue and orange. I need to get the website on, don't I, so that you can see all the old photographs. Mayday only needs 831 subscribers till he reaches 10,000. He's on 9,269 now. Well, there you are. Everybody needs to go over and subscribe to Mayday now. If some of my subscribers go and subscribe to Mayday, he could get to 10,000 as well. We need more bronze YouTubers on here. Harry says he really hopes to get to visit a garden centre where an old penny arcade's opened recently. I do. I've seen the pictures of it, Harry, and I really want to go there myself, but I don't think I'm going to be going to Yorkshire anytime soon. So, Callum asks, what colour was the Rondina helicopter in Morecambe? It was blue, I think. Yes, it was blue. Do I like Daisy, the diesel rail car from Thomas and Friends? Yes, I like Daisy. I do like Daisy. She was one of my favourite characters. I'm reading all these Thomas stories, but we never hear anything about Daisy in any of them. I'm a bit disappointed. I found a couple more mentioning Diesel, so, I was happy with that. But usually it's the regular Thomas, Edward, Henry, Gordon, James, and Percy. Couldn't even think Percy's name then, but it's always the first 6. Sammy says he's getting some DVDs for his birthday tomorrow. I didn't say happy birthday for tomorrow, did I, Sammy? So, you shouldn't know what you're getting for your birthday until your birthday, though. Someone's let the cat out of the bag. Have I seen an arcade ride game called Typhoon before? Oh, is that the thing where you step inside and it wind blows around you, or is that a different one? Typhoon, I'm trying to think. Ben's already subscribed to Mayday. Well, yeah, I kind of guessed that. What rockets in general did RGM do over the years? Well, the earliest one was that little spaceship that I still need to go and film outside the toy shop in the 1960s. And they made the Moonbug. What other spaceships did RG Mitchell make? They made a carousel with 2 rockets on it. And then there's the astronaut, of course. I know that's not a rocket, but it's still a space-themed ride. It's going to be 4 episodes in Mayday's Blankety Blank series. So I definitely need to keep my eye out for those, because I really enjoyed the one I watched. Simpsons Clip says he's in Yorkshire at the moment. Well, you can go to the garden centre and tell Harry what arcade machines are there then. Do I think the Daisy's theme sounds like the stripper in Cruella de Vil? Yeah, I hadn't thought about that, but yeah, I can see that. I can see the similarities. Harry says he was in town yesterday for a record fair and he saw a lovely Italian greyhound. He wanted to stroke it, but unfortunately it was not on another path. I always want to run up to dogs and stroke them, but I'm always worried the owners are going to tell me that I can't, so I don't like to ask. But I met a lovely little dog on the train the other day. It's a sweet little Jack Russell Terrier crossed with something else. She didn't know what it was crossed with, and it reminded me so much of my mum's old dog. Have I heard of Tikabilla? Yes, I have. What do I think of Little Red Tractor and Tractor Tom? I've never watched Little Red Tractor. I like the ride. Tractor Tom. Well, it's got a catchy theme tune. I think the thing is, by the time those shows came out, I was probably, I was already ancient. But I watched Tractor Tom, and I think Tractor Tom's a good show. Jack says that Typhoon, yes, that's it, with a giant screen that shakes the hell out of you. Yes, I've definitely seen that. I've never tried it. I've always been too nervous to try it. But yeah, I'd love to have a go on that one time. Yeah, the Astrojet. The Astrojet's a rocket, Callum. You can choose any video that's in the machine. Where's the rocket at the toy shop? I can't remember now. It's somewhere up near Birmingham, isn't it? I think I showed you a picture of it before, didn't I? I can't remember what it's called now. Space. What's the name of the original R.G. Mitchell spaceship? Don't play the Tikabilla theme tune because I could get copyright claim, but I'm gonna tell. I don't mind if they claim the monetization. That's fine, as long as they don't give me a copyright strike. But I'm not gonna. I don't think I've got anything that late, sadly, on my videos, because I think my mum stopped recording kids' TV shows for me in about 1999. So sadly, I haven't really got much that later stuff. Do I remember CCTV camera domes like Dalek heads in shops in 1990s? Yeah, I do. My God, I'd forgotten all about that, Callum. Now I'm gonna have nightmares about CCTV Daleks. Harry says he's obsessed with carousels recently and saw some pictures of me riding one on Facebook. Oh, is that the one at Folly Farm? Maybe the one that I've got on my featured photos. Yeah, that's a lovely carousel. Although they say that the horses are original on that carousel, and a lot of them have been replaced with fiberglass, recent ones. So, like the ones with organs on, they usually don't have one these days. Yeah, that's the other thing. A lot of carousels have been modernized. They either don't have organs, or they don't have the original wooden horses. And no one's really interested in the horses. It's all about oh, sorry. I misunderstood. Ben was talking about Tikabilla, and I thought he was saying that theme tune was copyrighted. No, he was talking about Daisy's theme tune. Hi, Kieran. There you are. Callum remembers more about the old R.G. Mitchell rocket than I do. It's the Space Scout. I couldn't remember the name of it. Jack lives a few miles away from Birmingham. Well, perhaps I don't know where Dudley is in comparison to Birmingham, but you can go and take pictures of this spaceship for us. But I think it's a bit smaller than the rides that you're used to in Morrison's and that. What rides did Summerfield used to have? I don't really remember, because it was a little bit before my time. I remember them having a Robinson Partners Dolphin, and that's going right back. But I presume Robinson Partners were siting the rides there. But When Jack was talking about Typhoon, his favourite videos out of there are Astro Pinball and Ravine Racer. Tika Biller isn't copyrighted, by the way. You know a lot about what's copyrighted on YouTube. I need to come to you every time I'm going to upload a different kids show and ask if I'm going to get a copyright strike, Ben. Oh, Sammy's probably going to Cleethorpes for the day. Well, you can tell me what rides are still in Humber Pastimes, because every time I go there, it's Humber Pastimes is always closed. So I'd like to know if the Edwin Hall rocker boats are still there, because I really want to go back and refilm them. Should you risk filming in no filming amusements? Well, they're not going to do anything to you if you try, but and actually, you know, because you're younger, you might get away with it. But I don't know, that it depends on the staff. I mean, I got the camera out, and they I'd only taken 2 pictures, and they came over and told me to delete my pictures. So I don't know. I don't know if you get away with it. But there's some really good rides in that arcade. It's such a shame. Have I ever heard of a kids show called Fingertips? I can't think of it. It sounds like it should be a craft. It sounds like it should be a craft show, doesn't it? Like making things on there. But I bet that's not what it is at all. Someone got away with an arcade tour there. Well, I'd risk it then. I think if I went there again, I'd have another go. I know the arcade owners own arcades in the arcade owners also have an arcade in Bridlington, and they are very funny about you photographing things as well. They had a go at me for taking a picture of a ride. Harry says he thinks maybe in a video call sometime I can give him lessons on monetizing his channel. Well, maybe that's what we could do a live stream about then. You know, maybe it would help other people. So, even if YouTube's a hobby, there's no reason that you shouldn't be making money out of it, Harry. And that's what I always say. Because, I mean, YouTube started off as a hobby for me, you know, and I'm trying to turn it into a part-time career now in between musical theatre stuff. So, oh, what's my favourite Wallace and Gromit film? Well, I do like the Terrifying Rabbits. Yes, I think I'm fond of that because I think of the Blackpool Pleasure Beach ride. But I don't know. I don't have favourite films. I like Wallace and Gromit. I just like Wallace and Gromit in general. Yeah, I like Grand Day Out. Where was the sea scooter in the Do It All Now Wicks? Well, it was South Ealing, just near where I live, because I live in South Ealing, and it was our local Do It All. I could walk there if only it was still up there. It's such a shame. I found that we actually had a ride within walking distance of where I live now, and it was a Wheels on the Bus ride, Jolly Roger ride, and I was going to go up there and film it, and now they've closed down the cafe it was in. So, you know, that's typical of my luck. I just found a ride and they closed the cafe. I don't know what happened to the ride. I expect it's gone back to Leisurematic. I actually think they'd already got rid of the ride though, because I was thinking of asking them if they wanted me to site a ride there, but too late because the cafe's closed down. So that's one of my other New Year's resolutions for this year, though. I'm definitely going to have at least one ride out on site. And hopefully I'm getting my first ride this week. So there you are. That's another bit of good news to celebrate the 10,000 subscribers. Then we're having a conversation about Wallace and Gromit. Did I know that the original voice of Wallace died in 2017? Yes. R.I.P. There's so many good actors and celebrities who've passed away over the last couple of years. Really sad. Was there a newsagent there? The Skyrider? There was, but I don't know where it was before you ask. It was somewhere around here. It was in London. Simpsons Clips is in Yorkshire on the Yorkshire Studios tour. You can see the sets of Emmerdale, Countdown, etc. That sounds interesting. You're always finding interesting studio tours and things that I'd love to go and see all the sets of these different shows. Oh, Mayday's had to leave because he's busy. Bye, Mayday. Kiki, I've not seen you in my live stream before, so welcome to the live stream. Thank you. My autistic son really likes to watch your coin operated videos over and over again. Sorry if they're driving you absolutely mad. Yeah, I had no idea that there were so many autistic people were interested in coin operated rides until I started uploading them on here. So it's been quite an eye-opening thing, but it's been really nice that we've been able to build a community of other, children and young people with autism who've kind of been able to share their hobby through the videos. Ben says he's been to Knaresborough when he was little Jack Williams. Callum asks, what noise did the Ronda in a helicopter make? I honestly, I can't remember. I think it made some kind of, in my head, it made some kind of firing sounds, like when you pulled the lever, but I can't remember. Yorkshire Studios tour is in Leeds. Well, I need to go up there and visit Northern Leisure while I'm at it. Ben and Callum are saying that they also have autism. I think most of the ride community have got autism. I've never been diagnosed with autism, but I think if I went and, got diagnosed, I think I've probably... I don't want to jump on the bandwagon without knowing. I think I've got Asperger's, but obviously, without getting a diagnosis, I wouldn't like to say that I am, because it's like I'm trying to join the crowd when I'm not actually diagnosed. But what's my favourite ride to film? Charlie King says. I don't know. I enjoy filming all of them. I love, now that I do them in high definition and dub the audio over, I love actually being able to hear the audio when I get home and put the videos together, because so often, because the audio is so quiet, it's really hard to hear them in real life. And then you come home and put the video together, and it's just lovely to actually see the ride, working correctly, and hear the audio and hear the sound effects when you press the buttons. It's really nice. Ben says he thinks Callum's obsessed with those helicopter rides. Well, I think we're all obsessed with something, aren't we? It's like Jack's obsessed with afterburners. I'm obsessed with my Edwin Hall horses. Callum says, what was the difference between double-seater Ronda in a helicopter and single-seater one? Well, the double-seater one was wider. That's pretty much all there was to it. Harry asks, do I sync the audio up on the kiddie ride video? Well, I try my very best. I use Windows Movie Maker, which I really need to update, because once my old laptop breaks completely, I'm going to be at a loss how to edit my videos. But yeah, I basically just take the video, mute the video, and put the audio over the top. So, and I try and link it all up. Sometimes it's not as easy with the mechanical coin mech rides as it is when you've got the announcements that start on the multi-mechs. But there you go. Have I seen the Pathé logo at the beginning of Chicken Run? I probably have, I just haven't noticed it. I've noticed a lot of people are interested in the logos at the starts of films and VHS tapes. I need to take more notice of them. So I've been buying up some old VHS tapes around charity shops. But what I've noticed is VHS tapes have become really hard to get now. Charity shops bin them, they don't put them up for sale. I'm hoping to get some more car boot sales and buy VHS tapes. I wish I hadn't thrown away one. Actually, I didn't throw away. I sold all my childhood VHS tapes, and I really regret it now. Have I seen the leather gator on the RGM rides? I've never taken much notice of the gators on the RGM rides, but yeah, I've seen them. Obviously, I've got photographs that show them if I wanted to start studying the leather gators. Charlie King says, I'm Ace and I've inspired him to go on rides, but can I suggest a ride for you? Well, did I ever send you the pictures of the rides that are made for wheelchair users? They actually do make rides for, you know, wheelchair users where they've got like a drop-down ramp at the back. I think it's a fire engine, and you can put the wheelchair in the back of the fire engine ride. And I think they're made for several children to go on, so they should support an adult's weight as well. But they're American rides, so you'd have to find out if there's any in this country. Do I buy any DVDs? I haven't bought a DVD for ages, actually, because to be honest, I'm terrible. I watch everything online, which I really shouldn't do, because obviously, you know, it's like streams where no one gets any money. I haven't bought any DVDs or CDs for ages. The last thing I bought was this CD. That's not a DVD at all, which was of a musical which I couldn't get online, which my best friend was in. So I've just I bought that so that I could hear him on the demo tape, but which was quite interesting. But I haven't actually bought any DVDs or CDs for a long time. I'm trying to remember what the last DVD I bought was. I bought one of my favourite Canadian TV series on DVD, but that was probably a couple of years ago. I don't know. What shops do I remember having those old Dalek-type cameras? Callum says. I think they were in Woolworths, but perhaps I'm wrong. Jack likes Afterburners because it's a big ride. I think, yeah, well, I think a lot of the Northern Leisure rides are quite big, to be honest. Harry asks if I had any fails when I filmed kiddie rides. Well, I've had plenty of fails. I probably should make a compilation, see if I've got enough, you know, with the coins falling, you know, being rejected, etc. And you know, just see what you know, see if I can make a compilation of like the coins falling through and things going wrong. Ben's favourite VHS and DVD logos are the BBC Video, VCI, 2 Entertain, and ITV DVD logos. I've got to take more notice of logos. I wonder if I've still got any old VHS tapes where I could just upload the logos. Am I going to end the stream in a few minutes? Yes, I am going to have to go, just, you know, in the next 5 minutes or so. So, have I ever seen Small Soldiers? No, I haven't. I need to make a note of all these things that people ask me about and actually go and you know, find them. Actually watch all these things. Am I going to show the Astrojet photo on stream? I don't know how to post a photo on the stream. I would if I could, because I've got my USB drive with the rides on it here, but I don't know how I can post a picture. Hi, Fuzzy. Well, we're getting lists of everybody's favourite logos now. So Jack says, have I told you that when I ride swingboat, I sound like a girl and my family think I've got a sore throat and bellyache? And my nan said I'd make it rain. That's not very nice, is it? I'm sure you don't sound like a complete girl, or that you've got a sore throat and a bellyache. I think you just sound like you're having fun and you sing along with the Good Ship Sailed on the Ali Ali-O. I used to really enjoy your videos where you were singing along. Post the Astrojet on History of Coin Operator Ride. I thought it was in one of the albums on the History of Coin Operator Rides. If it's not, then I'll repost it. I probably should go back to doing Ride of the Week or something, because I started doing that, and I thought I was using too many rides up before the website went on. Sorry, I was about to cough there. So I had to have a drink to stop myself coughing. Oh, the Astrojet is not on the history coin operated rides. So. Have I heard of Trapdoor and Stop It and Tidy Up? Trapdoor was one of my absolute favourite childhood programs. Stop It and Tidy Up. I watched Stop It and Tidy Up, and funnily enough, I bought a Stop It and Tidy Up book at a car boot sale recently because it reminded me of my childhood. My parents are aliens. Yep, I used to watch that as well. I've got a lot of clips of that in amongst the TV commercials that I've been uploading. Harry says he likes the way that I put my collection of My Little Ponies on the shelf in the background. Well, you can't actually see much of them now because I've got this flipping great keyboard in front of them, but I really need to find somewhere to put the keyboard, don't I? Callum remembers riding an Astrojet in Asda in 1993. I never saw Astrojets in Asda. The only rides that we have read in Asda, we had the Toy Town Police, Jumbo, Rocky. I can't remember what replaced them. That was what we had in about 1993. Oh, Ben says it's 9 p.m. now, Desiree. Apparently it's time for me to leave. He can't wait to get rid of me. So, well, if everybody wants me to go that badly, then I will. I think it's about time to wrap it up. I mean, I don't know how long we've actually been live, but it must be almost an hour. Bye, Ben. He couldn't wait to leave. He was waiting for it to be 9 o'clock so he could go. I did tell him he didn't have to join the stream today, so you know. Oh, Sammy doesn't want me to leave. Jack Williams is leaving. That's, you know. Well, I don't know. I can probably stay for another 10 minutes or so. You promise that you'll be here until 9. Perhaps it's time that I should go then. I don't know. Everyone wants me to wrap up for 10,000 subscribers. I should say till 10, shouldn't I? Never mind. Harry's sad about Billy Bass's going up on eBay. Just wish I'd bought another and customised it for my little office. Post the Astrojet on Facebook. I will do. I've just got to find time for it. I probably should wrap up this stream now purely because I know I've got to go and do eBay listing. I'm very boring, you see. eBay have given me a free listing offer, so I'm going to be listing some My Little Ponies on eBay for sale. So not this lot. This lot staying firmly on their shelves, but I've got some duplicates I need to sell. So, and if I don't list them by about 9:30, I just won't get around to it. So, yep, Spike now has wings in My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. I don't think I've got any Spike. I don't think I've got a Spike with wings. Don't actually think I've got a toy Spike with wings. Bye, Jack. It's been lovely to talk to everybody. I just want to say again, thank you everybody for subscribing to the channel, and you know, just I don't know, just continue to watch the videos, enjoy the videos. I'm going to try and keep up with everybody else's videos more in the future once I've got these extra videos for this week scheduled. And been a pleasure joining your live. Let me know when you're free to do one with me. Well, I think Harry, if you're up for it, we could do one on a Sunday evening like this, and just, you know, I think it'd be nice to have a series where we have some of the subscribers, you know, come in and talk, and then it's also, you know, like advertising your channel or whatever, just like a little collaboration, really. I don't know what we'll talk about, but, you know, introduction to some of Skylark24's subscribers. So, right. Yeah, and Sammy would still like to do a stream as well. Well, there you are. I think we've got about 4 episodes lined up then. We need to sort out which Sundays are best for everybody and just do like an 8 to 9 p.m. one like I've just done now, and that would be, you know, just tell me which Sundays you're free and I'll sort something out. Right, so thanks for watching, guys. Please do, you know, continue to watch the videos, and I will try to return the views, and I try and tune into everyone else's live streams when I see them come up. I'm just not normally online at the right time in the evening, so yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for 10,000 subscribers, and I'll speak to you all very soon with another live stream, hopefully. Maybe at the next, you know, with someone else's collaboration on next Sunday or something. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.